This is Saturday Morning Mysteries.
And we're your hosts, Alexis and Grace.
Hello and welcome back to our last 2025 episode of Saturday Morning Mysteries.
Yeah.
We're your hosts. I'm Grace.
And I'm Alexis.
And that's right. This is our final episode of the year.
Yeah.
As a reminder, we take a little break in January just to recover from the holidays, make our plan for the next year, reset, recalibrate, all of the above.
Exactly.
But before we do that, before we get today's episode from Alexis, a little stroll back through our year this year,
Memory
2025. Memory lane. We started
it's like
with
the
Inspector.
Graduation, like
Yeah.
as we go on, we remember
all the cartoons
we
watched together. So we started the year with Inspector Gadget, which honestly feels like 4 years ago.
So crazy.
We started with that. I had to look it back up. Then we did Kim Possible, an iconic choice, a banger.
We called, we beeped.
They reached us. We reached you through the screen, through the headphones.
Yeah.
And then we hit the dark days.
Literally
the
dark
time.
because like Grace and I blacked this out of our memory. Literally,
We had to look it
both
up.
forgot. Yeah,
What
we're like,
we
wait,
did.
what was the third show we did?
We blocked it out. He who must not be named, Animalia. Just a doozy. Oh,
Doozy of a show. Yeah.
Doozy
but
of a
thanks
show.
to those of you who came along for the ride with us of Animalia.
Yes, we trauma bonded together.
Yes.
We did it. We made it through. We came out the other side. I think we did a great job, but it was...
We did. We did the best a human possibly could under the circumstances.
The sources we were given, the material we were provided.
Yes.
And then we hit the classic. We continued our PBS support with the one and only Magic School Bus, show that was a core memory and experience in every way, shape, and form for us. And then we hit our holiday arc, and it was great. And it's been fun, and we're still in. And it's free for all. We're still in the holiday arc. We laughed, we cried, we laughed, we cried. Again, it's all the same episode that we cried in.
Exactly. We cried like 3 times during that.
During one episode. Yeah, we fucked us up. But then we laughed again. We came back out. We laughed again. And more of you came on board this year, which was really touching and special and fun to see. Yes. We heard some more from you.
Both on YouTube and on the audio only formats also too. So that's been awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah. Keep it coming. Keep dropping the likes and comments and subscribing and rating and reviewing so that if you enjoy this, more people can enjoy it with you and with us.
Yes, exactly. We've gotten fun messages from people for like specific arcs that have like resonated with them or show suggestions, which is really fun. And it's been great. It's been fun to know that some weirdos out there like us who love little funny, silly cartoons
and joking about them and ridiculousness of them all. And
we need a little levity
of the internet.
Yes, levity in this day and age, and our little corner of the internet is full of it. And so we just appreciate you all. That's all I gotta say.
We're thankful for you all coming out of the Thanksgiving season. We're thankful for you all going into the Christmas season. We're thankful for you all and ending the year. Just
thankful for you all
so much, both just through our random tangents and whatnot that we bring up on this show. And just we love hearing you guys comment your theories and all the jokes that you guys have about episodes. It's always fun. I know, like I read the YouTube comments and I'm always giggling at some of the things that people put in there about like their theories of characters and episodes.
I was going to say,
pretty funny.
There's definitely been too like carryover. I think it was an Inspector Gadget arc that someone's theory then carried into being our theory too. We adopted it from someone else. We were like,
oh, you make a great point.
Have you heard?
So and we got building lore together.
Exactly. We build lore together. It's fun to see people's own like hear your stories of like your memories of the show or like earlier this year too. Again, in Inspector Gadget, like a listener, viewer had original cell art from the show, which was so cool to see.
They
so
shared
just
that
like
with
sharing,
us.
like your connections to shows. is really special. So
it is. Yeah.
I know
We'll come back next year, same sense of humor, but maybe even bigger and bigger audience and more people tuning in and sharing
crazier
their memories and crazier
shows.
shows. Exactly. Funnier tangents and more random informational Wikipedia nuggets that we throw in there, deep dives from
shallow
the things
dives.
These shows bring. Exactly. Shallow Wikipedia dive, if you will. It's been a fun year. I'm looking forward to 2026.
Me too.
The list of shows, we keep a list of shows that have potential to cover for this podcast. And I can just tell you it's been getting longer and longer every year that we've done this.
Both from deep internet searches.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys recommend great shows. We come across great shows just from the algorithm of our Instagrams or our Google searches, whatever. And when we first started this podcast, I got to say,
I was like, I guess we'll do Scooby-Doo forever.
Yeah, I was like, I guess we'll just do Scooby-Doo. But then we very quickly, we would think of another random show. Like, oh, that's Mystery 2 or that's Crime Fighting. And then we'd think of randomly another one. And then it just kind of, I don't think we will ever run out of shows to cover on this podcast now, it turns out. So, and we could even stick with things that came out before the year 2005 and we would still never run out. So let alone newer cartoons too that we could kind of cover. But now we got plenty of material. So there will be a lot more next year. And next year we'll hit our 200 episode.
I know. Maybe we'll have to do something special like we did for our 100th episode too.
Yeah. So we'll brainstorm. Partially, this is why we take December and January off partially too, because we got a lot of stuff to think about to get ready for next year. So we'll do that in the off season as well.
Yes. And until then, Alexis, you got to close out the year with looked at the list a month ago and have simply forgotten what you're doing today. So I'm ready.
Closing out strong. Okay. Dude. Okay. And
we've
for those who don't realize this, I know. For those who don't know, Grace and I are literally on opposite ends of the country. Could not get on more opposite ends of the country. And we constantly say the same thing at the same time.
We're just in a long distance folio do. The shared delusion of
3,000 mile folio do. Yeah.
That's what our relationship is.
It honestly sounds scary.
And it grows more worrisome for outsiders every second.
Every day.
But stronger and more fun for us and more concerning for our loved ones.
Yeah.
Every day.
It is crazy though. Every time we have a jinx moment, I do just laugh and think that even from opposite
so far apart.
We are literally could not be further while living in well, no, we could, I guess, living in the same country. You could be in Hawaii or Alaska, I guess. You're damn near Alaska though.
The continental US, we're quite extreme ends.
Literally ends.
See each other IRL once a year and yet.
Yeah. Still happens. Here we go.
Happens. Here we go.
So,
here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Totally spies out of control. I don't think that's what you're doing today, but I recently did it.
It's not. No. But, it's appropriate.
Yep.
So, yes, ending on a bang, though. And ending this year where we ended our regular arc of shows, going right back to it with season 1. Episode 9 of The Magic School Bus.
Cool.
Riding on the Magic School Bus. And the episode is called Gets Ready, Set, Dough. And the subject matter of today's episode is kitchen chemistry. So it's very a good episode for me. I feel like I sound like such a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a traveler or something where I'm like, oh, the music episode. I love music. That's so me. And I'm like,
you are cultured. You're so worldly, Alexis.
I'm worldly. I have a lot of hobbies. Okay.
You are worldly and cultured.
Jump from one hobby to the next, bring it back up a few years later and keep it moving. Yeah.
But you know what?
Renaissance woman. Is that too much owning?
I don't know what we're saying. I used to be so humble. I'm a Renaissance woman. We are Renaissance women.
We're humble.
We're Renaissance women who would get burned at that stake. Let's do it. Let's get her done.
Own it. We got to own it.
Also, though, I will say, food, tried and true, cooking, tried and true for you the entire time I've ever known you. So it's not like this is a new hobby. This is a core trait for you.
This has been my whole life, basically. Ever since I was old enough to use a stovetop on my own, I have ran with it and continued cooking all the time. I'm actually making a nice big dish of mac and cheese for my brother tomorrow. So
nice.
Just adding it to the list.
You're welcome, Aaron.
You're welcome. He did ask. I'm not doing it as a surprise. So you're welcome. Anyways, this episode, it begins one morning in front of Walkerville Elementary School. And our favorite teacher, of course, the one and only Valerie Frizzle, she's outside trying to make some repairs as per usual on her beloved magic school bus. Because as we know, this thing is always breaking down. Literally every single episode. I think we've covered the bus is broken down or like malfunctioned at one point or another.
Is it snowing?
It is not snowing. It's not snowing. I'll get to the theme in a minute.
Okay.
Get there.
We didn't mention that up top. We're still in our holiday arc.
Yes,
so
we
I'm wondering.
Don't worry. It falls squarely into the theme.
Okay.
So inside of the school, we see, inside of the school and inside of the Frizz's classroom more particularly, we see her students and Liz rehearsing for something special that they have planned for Valerie Frizzle.
Okay.
They're rehearsing for a surprise birthday party because today because today in this episode of the Magic School Bus, it is the birthday of their beloved teacher, Valerie Frizzle.
Yes.
So, yes, this episode celebrates the two greatest winter holidays of them all, me and Grace's birthday. Which, in hindsight, the reason why Grace and I always say the same thing at the same time, and the reason why we have so many personality traits in common and just like general interests in common is because, yes, we are two Capricorns. Honestly, sounds like a deadly combination for a podcast. Like, God, you just want two Capricorns pontificating over you for an hour every week.
We're brought down to earth because it's about cartoons, though.
Exactly.
If we had a news podcast or some shit,
oh God, it'd be over.
They hate us.
Yeah, they would hate us. We'd be
the cartoons.
The cartoons. We can talk about that. Exactly. So yes, every year. Well, Grace started this trend. I don't know if you did it in our first season or the first year of our podcast or the second.
I think I have every year because I think I usually end the year. So I thought I was being really clever and
you were
a little shit, and I was. And honestly, when I saw that you were ending the year this year, I was like, "Is she going to do it?
Man,
is she going to do it?" But I didn't want to
remember to celebrate our birthdays. I
didn't want to influence you.
Oh, it's okay. You already did because you're the one who gave me the idea to do birthday episodes. So you have influenced me.
Hoping it was a tradition, but I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to make a rule.
You set the seed years ago, exactly. And I mentioned this during our fall arc too. Like you've expanded my mind on what is a fall episode as well. I would have never thought about talking about dog shows if it weren't for you covering a dog show. So. Yeah, Grace is in charge of expanding our horizon of what a holiday-themed episode can be.
Bending the definitions of things, but not this one because this is a national holiday. Our birthdays.
Two national holidays, in fact. Exactly. Yes. Grace and I's birthdays are 10 days apart?
Yeah, give or take.
2 weeks apart. We're 2 weeks apart. Yeah. I'm trying to do the math at the top of my head, and it's not really working. 9 days. Great. Something like that.
In the range.
Our birthdays are very close together, though, and we are both Capricorns. We'll put it that way.
Yes.
So, as the gang is inside practicing their, like surprise jump outs and all of that, and they're talking about all the decorations that they've got and that they're going to set out for the Frizz, Carlos and Arnold realize that something's missing. They missed something. They forgot something that's essential for a party.
Carlos, Arnold,
a cake.
Birthday cake.
Yep, there's no birthday cake. And since, speaking as a lawyer here, it is basically illegal to throw a birthday party without a cake, they just call off the party or some sort of.
Pack it up.
Like, all right, guys, never mind.
You guys kept those gift receipts?
You legit see like Liz pushing the the confetti back under a rug, and like they're stuffing balloons back in the closet. Like, fuck, start popping them. It's not gonna work. They're like erasing the happy birthday message off the board.
Glaring at Carlos and Arnold, just shaking their head as they erase it.
Wasting our time. We were so excited.
Ruined.
Ugh. And at this exact moment, right as they get the classroom cleaned back up, the Frizz walks in. And the students are sad now because they've had to cancel the party plans.
Yeah, what a bummer to walk into.
Big bummer. No, like they're sad. Like she says, "Good morning, class." And they're all like, "Good morning, Miss Frizzle." Like
wow,
it's so sad.
Being like, "Oh, we messed up. We're going to actually ruin your birthday now."
Like, "Oh, we're actually going to make everyone feel bad because we messed up. So you have no idea that we messed up, but we're going to make you feel the pain of our mistake."
Yeah. This is your problem now.
And it's worse because the Frizz is already also upset because she tells the kids, "Oh, you guys must have heard like my cussing at the bus out there while trying to make repairs." Not actually, but basically that's what's going on. And she tells the class that like, "Yeah, I'm sad too. This is crazy. We're all sad, but I'm sad because I couldn't repair the bus and now I have to cancel today's field trip." And so this brings even more sadness to literally every single student except for Arnold.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh no, the cake. Oh no, the bus." Hits it with a wrench.
He actually, I think he like walks up to the Frizz and like holds her hand and is like stroking her hand like, "It's going to be okay, Miss Frizzle. We don't need to take a field trip today." He's like so happy.
He's like slowly squeezing it tighter. "We don't need to take a field trip today."
Driving those nails in, like holding on tight.
Oh.
So Dorothy Ann, though, she is probably the most upset of all of the students that today's field trip was canceled. Because today's field trip, it was supposed to be for the chemistry lesson. And DA, as we know, according to her research has been extensively preparing for this field trip and the lesson plan for days now, like doing all sorts of, kind of like at home, cute little chemistry experiments and everything to really get ready for this trip and to prove that she knows more than the rest of her classmates.
She's doing her own research.
Exactly. So the Frizz, she tells the students that the worst part of this is that she already had the field trip all planned out. It wasn't going to be like one of their last minute kind of, "Oh, we just so happened to be dropping Liz off at this reptile house."
I just wandered into someone's intestines today.
How did we end up in Arnold's tum-tum? So strange that we're here. No, this one she already planned ahead. She called ahead to a town bakery and had already arranged for them to go and take a tour of this bakery and watch the baker work some of his magic.
I dream.
And at first, I know, right? Like straight up, as a student or just as a human, like feed me,
right.
Give me the
in a bakery.
Yeah. The students are a little confused at first because they're like, "A bakery? What does that have to do with chemistry?" But DA jumps in and explains that baking is chemistry.
It sure is.
It sure is. And the Frizz further describes the bakery basically as like a small little chemical plants of sorts. So it's chemical plant. Yeah, chemical plant, quote unquote, how she says it. So since this is the perfect place to get or make a cake, in hindsight, Carlos, he kind of hears this and he comes up with an idea. And he takes this opportunity to lobby his class and mostly the Frizz in favor of taking this field trip no matter what's wrong with the bus. Like, come on,
hell or high water.
Yeah, exactly. You're better than this, Miss Frizzle. By any means necessary. Get us to that bakery.
Put war paint on.
Yeah. Ripping the sleeves off of his shirt. Bandana going on. We're going in.
We're going to that bakery.
And he tells the Frizz that all of the students have really been looking forward to this field trip for months now, and that their education just wouldn't feel complete if they didn't have a trip to the baker or if they didn't have a trip to a chemical plant, quote unquote, he says, which at this point I was like, I paused and I was like, wait bakery. A minute. He started saying bakery, but then he's like, chemical plant. And I was like, pause. Are they calling it a chemical plant because that's what's in the permission slip and they legally have to say that to get away with this field trip? Carlos realizes that he almost slipped. And that's why the Frizz was like, yeah, it's basically a chemical plant that we're going to for this field trip that your parents have agreed to.
You'll be safe.
I promise you won't find yourself in an oven at any point soon. Put a pin in that long pen.
Oh, no. Well, see, here's my other worry. by using the term chemical plant, and Carlos saying we must get to a chemical plant, is that they're actually going to end up at a chemical plant instead of a bakery.
Yeah.
You know,
Cross
that Miss Frizz is like,
yeah.
Okay, well, the bakery's down the street we could walk to, but, he really wanted to do an actual chemical.
Yeah, he's really into these
plants.
plants.
Okay.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Suits. Yeah.
I know a guy.
Let's go.
Yeah. Grab your hazmats, kids. We're going in.
Yeah.
So the Frizz, obviously being a lover of education and loving to educate her children at any opportunity possible, she absolutely caves to Carlos and his argument here and tells the students, like, you know what? You're right. Who am I to get in the way of you students taking chances, making mistakes, and getting messy?
Did she actually say that?
He actually says that, yes. Oh, yeah.
Kids, I'm just going to open the door. Have at it.
Have at it.
Be
Go
free.
for it. Bus problems or no bus problems, kids, we're going. Get on the bus. Here we go.
Get on the bus?
Yeah, the bus that is in need of serious repair.
Certainly borrow another one.
Nope. It's the magic school bus. She'll make it work. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So they all load up onto, the slightly broken down magic school bus. And thankfully, it is able to chug its way along the city streets and makes it just to the bakery, like just right out front of the bakery before uncontrollably, going into a tizzy and shrinking down to the size of a bug. Uncontrollably.
Oh, interesting.
And like I said, this happened right in front of the bakery. So the students and the Frizz all find themselves in a bus the size of a bug, right at the bakery door, right in front of it. The Frizz at this point is like, well, we got to get in, and the door's closed, so we can't just crawl in. So she uses her magic to add some whisks to the top of the bus.
Some whisks?
Actual, almost like a mixer, like a electric mixer one, almost like batter. For batter. And they're on the top of the bus. But when she turns them on, they look like wings, almost like fluttering.
Okay.
Which, in hindsight, makes the bus appear as if it's like a moth or something like that.
Okay.
So it's also kind of like a stealthy way for them to go in. Okay. And with that, she's able to just fly right into the bakery through like the mail slot or something like that. And once they get inside of this bakery, we see the baker hard at work.
Okay.
And before we go on, I just have to do a shout out of another goated guest voice actor that we get in this episode. The baker, fresh off of major hits. You're going to fucking love this, Grace. I'm so excited to tell you this.
I can already tell that's a banger to end the year with.
Of course. And it's like a birthday gift for you too.
Oh, okay.
Because about a third of the movies that he's in, I only ever heard of because of you as well, I will say. So I know you're going to be happy. First of all, he's fresh off of a major hit like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Okay, let's go.
He also voiced characters in An American Tail and in American Tail 2, Fievel Goes West. Sky is a longtime collaborator of Mel Brooks.
Yes, he is.
None other than Dom DeLuise.
Mwah.
Other hit movies, I just had to, the list is so long, but I just typed in a few. Blazing Saddles, Silent Movie, History of the World Part 1, getting all the Mel Brooks ones out of the way. Voiced the character in Oliver and Company, All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yes, he did.
Spaceballs. I guess there's another Mel Brooks, but yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is where
have you not seen Spaceballs, Alexis?
No, I have.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it as I don't know, it's another Mel Brooks, and I was like,
No. I meant oops, I should have grouped that in with the other Mel Brooks. I have. So I will admit though, I need to rewatch it because it's been years since I've seen it, and I want to rewatch it before the sequel comes out. Because did you see that they're making a sequel?
Oh, they're making a sequel. Oh,
they are. The cast is incredible.
Yes.
So I'm I absolutely need to see it. I think Mel Brooks might be producing it too, or his name is in there. So it's hopefully
he's still
legit.
Involved.
Yes.
He's still there. Wow, this is truly bringing me so much joy.
The voice already of this baker.
Truly just so incredible. Every single guest character that they voice actor they've had on this show, it's not been it's the 90s, who's
B-list.
hot right now? I don't know. Let's get like, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
obviously love him, but like, I don't know, let's get like Brad Pitt in or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
Or
like,
like Sarah Michelle Gellar,
who
or
changed the
like
game the last 50 years of cinema?
in like comedy and
Yes,
theater. Yeah.
exactly.
Legit.
Like,
Like Carol fucking Channing in that one
yes,
episode. I still can't get over
exactly.
that. Like, what?
That is
Again,
so funny.
it's the power. It's the power of the Magic School Bus, man. It brings people in. It draws you
Yeah.
in.
I also did
So,
recently, in the
mhm.
last few months, I'm so sorry, rewatch Oliver and Company. And is
Uh,
he the bulldog in that movie? You don't need to
he's
answer that.
Fagin. He's Fagin. The
Oh,
bat
the
the owner, their
yeah,
owner,
yeah,
I
yes,
think.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
The like guy
Dude,
who owns the gang. Yes. Oh yeah,
I
because the
gotta say,
bulldog's like the British fancy
yes,
boy.
yeah,
Yes, he's
yeah.
Fagin. Yep.
And I just have to say, just random fun fact about me is that one movie, there's like maybe a handful of things
That fucks you up.
in media history that I cannot watch without bawling out
Oh,
crying.
I did. I still
Oliver and
do.
Company is one of them. I'm crying like in the first 5 minutes of Oliver and
Yes.
Company, and
Yes,
then I'm like,
it's one
just
of the saddest openings of
it's
all
so
time.
sad. And
It's
now
so
I'm like
sad.
sad even just thinking
Oh no,
about it.
I
Oh, it's
cried.
such a good movie
I
though.
absolutely cried during this movie.
And
Yes.
also just like the music in it, because fucking Billy Joel voices the like
He's the main
main
dog.
Bruiser Buster. What's the main dog's name?
Hold
The
on, we
cool
just gotta look
dog.
up this cast really
Yeah,
fast.
it's dude. The
Hold
cast of Oliver and
on.
Company is crazy good. Yeah,
Hold
just
on. I'm so
little
sorry for
opinion.
this
Thank
huge
no no no.
tangent.
This is fine because this is actually a kind of
Yes.
shorter episode because I knew that once I mentioned like a few of these
I was
movies,
gonna pop
you
off. Yes, yeah, no. So it's yeah, he plays like the main dog,
yeah
Billy
yeah
Joel does. But yeah,
yes
that Cheech is one of the dogs too.
yes
Oh,
Cheech Marin. Look at Cheech
yes.
Marin.
Bette
Like,
Midler is in
yes,
it. Yeah, it's
yes.
just a
It's the cast is so good and the music is so good too because like Billy
it's
Joel sings
perfect.
all of the songs that that dog is singing and
Yes,
so like
exactly.
the main song, what's it called, like Street Life or something, like I
Yeah,
would
like
put
the
that
like
on a
main theme where
playlist. Yeah,
he's like
why
walking
should I
down the street.
worry?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
so
God, he's jumping on the
good.
taxis, eating the
Yes,
sausages.
yes, and
Yeah.
then all the dogs are like howling after him
And
like as
like
a little
dancing with
chorus.
them.
Oh my God.
God, it's so
Dude, are
good.
we should we just cover Oliver and
Should we
Company for
just
our
over and over
200?
really quick?
Yeah. We just sorry,
God,
Magic
it's
School Bus.
so
Step to the side,
good.
actually. We're gonna do that instead. No, it's such a good movie.
It
Yeah.
makes me
If
so
for
happy.
whatever reason anyone listening to this podcast right
I'm
now
just
has
looking at the
not seen the
cast now.
movie Oliver and Company, seriously watch it. Like why
Yeah,
I
it's on
can't
Disney
even
Plus.
explain. Yes,
It's
it's
so good.
so good. You will cry. Have a box of tissues nearby, especially if you're an
Yes.
animal lover.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
oh my
You're gonna need
God.
it.
So good. Me and Austin and Aaron used to watch that so much growing up. That and All
Love
Dogs
it.
Go to Heaven. So yeah, he's like, he was in some great stuff. But
So good.
anyways,
Wow,
yeah.
I'm now
Now
like
I'm
I'm
distracted
just
by
looking at the
that.
whole cast of this movie. Now I'm like, wow, banger, banger, banger,
Banger,
banger.
banger. Yeah, did that win any awards? It had to at least be nominated for something. Maybe like
It
best
better
soundtrack
have.
or I don't know. God, yeah. Oh man, I'm about to rewatch that movie now too. Mm,
Same. Okay, I'm so
it's
sorry.
good.
This
No,
was my
it's
fault.
okay.
I got too
No,
excited.
it's not. I mean, I knew that as soon as I brought it up. I was like, now I'm
Uh,
thinking about that movie and now I just want to watch that. It's so
I
good.
don't know. I watched all the Blazing Saddle one, or all
I
the Mel
also
Brooks
that
ones
all the Mel Brooks
too.
one, that's
Because
another
yeah,
thing. It's like I want to have a whole movie night now, Mel Brooks night and Oliver and
yeah,
Company night. I
and
just
also some incredible actors in all the Mel Brooks
oh
ones, and Gene
yes. Oh
Wilder
yeah.
and Frankenstein.
Yes.
Anyways,
It's
and the
yeah.
Blazing Saddles. We can't get into
And
it.
this is
We're already too
why
deep.
I did not include a tangent in this episode because I was like, as soon as we
You know,
bring
I
up
would
Dom
tangent.
DeLuise, this yeah, I was like, he is the tangent.
Yeah, it's
Rest in
gonna.
peace, King. Rest
Yeah,
in
it's gonna
peace.
go off immediately. We'll pull it
So
back. We'll pull it
we
back.
will. We're trying now. Let me get Street Life out of my head, Billy Joel out of my
It's
head.
true.
Stop being sad about Oliver and Company. Okay.
Perfect.
Back to the
We're
Magic
back.
School
We're
Bus.
back.
We're back, kind of. So the baker, he's in here simultaneously tending to some dough and to some customers who are in line waiting to pick up an order. And while he is distracted, the Frizz is able to fly their little moth bus past him and makes their way into the kitchen area so the kids can
Mm,
get a nice close-up look at the chemical process that occurs whilst baking.
perfect.
even though the baker is not there to bake. So I think she's just like, look at the flour and the salt, children.
Hey, there's could be some things rising.
This is true. This is true. So the bus is making its way through the bakery, and Carlos and Arnold notice a slight problem, that none of the cakes on display are chocolate, the Frizz's favorite flavor.
Uh-oh.
So they're like, shoot, we can't just like steal a cake or take a cake because none of them are chocolate.
Cake sized and you're bug sized.
Yeah, that's a later problem, Grace.
Okay. Okay, fine. You're right. You're absolutely
That's a later problem.
I'm so
the
sorry.
Frizz has taught these kids, focus on the issue at hand, and then we can move forward.
Yes, exactly. Okay, great.
So Carlos and Arnold are whispering to each other about what they can do, how they can get a chocolate cake here, knowing that it's their teacher's favorite flavor. And Carlos decides that, well, if they can't just buy or steal a cake, like they don't have money, what do they do? I guess instead they'll just have to make a cake.
Okay.
Yeah. So all they'll need to do.
Big order.
It's a tall order for these miniature humans.
Yeah.
All the kids are going to need to do, because remember, this is all a surprise still. They're going to just need to distract the Frizz for a little while so that they can go around this kitchen and make this cake real quick for her.
Okay.
And then I guess their thought is like, and then we'll pick it up when we're like regular size and it'll be ready for us. I don't know their thought process here. Again, handle the obstacle in front of you. Tear down the brick wall in front of you and then face the next brick wall later.
I was assuming that they were just going to make a mini one because they're mini right now. That's going to take less than 2 seconds in an oven.
In hindsight, that would have been a really good idea.
Yeah, just a quick shoop, shoop. You need like 8 granules of each thing.
Exactly.
Max, just to whip it together.
Like half a teaspoon of egg yolk.
Yeah. Like a
not even
drop
like a
of egg yolk.
16th of a teaspoon. Yeah, get like a little tincture
a little dropper.
Like,
that's real quick. It's less than 2 minutes in the oven, certainly.
That would have been a great idea in hindsight. But again, the kids aren't thinking forward. They're thinking about right now.
They're thinking big.
Exactly. True. They're thinking big. So Carlos, he walks up to the Frizz and he asks her again about all the repairs that are needed on the bus. And the Frizz is like running through this long list of like items that need to be fixed or things that she thinks might be wrong with the bus. She's using all these crazy magic words. I don't know. And at the end, Carlos, whose head is spinning at this list, is like, okay, cool. So anyways, I heard that there is actually right next door, there happens to be a really great auto parts shop. And so like maybe if you, and the Frizz stops him right there, like, Carlos, that is such a good idea. You know what? I'll be right back. Liz, you're in charge. So Liz like nods and takes the bus wheel.
Okay.
The Frizz puts on a jetpack that she has in there, of course,
Naturally.
and like puts on a helmet and some goggles. Of course, always come prepared. Always bring your jetpack. 2 things you always need to bring with you: a candelabra and a jetpack.
We learned anything from 2025. Yes. The last 2 episodes.
Always have those 2 things ready.
Yes. Don't go anywhere without them.
Exactly. What are you doing? These are the lessons that we're wrapping up the year
my go
with.
bag.
All right, guys, remember. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen in 2026. You always want to have those things ready.
Jetpack candelabra ready.
Yes. So the Frizz, she goes ahead and jets right on out of there.
Cool.
So that she can check out the shop and see if there's anything there that she can use or buy to fix a bus.
Okay.
And while the Frizz is away, the kids very quickly get into formation to begin baking a cake. Now, I say the kids, but I should say most of the kids, because we then see DA. She's not like rolling her eyes at the situation or scoffing at it, but DA is there for the science, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, listen, I get that making a cake is chemistry, but like, it's not an experiment. Like, you guys do that. I'm gonna go stand over here and like, let me do some science actually.
Yeah, let me do some work. Children, step aside.
Exactly. Let me do some research. Mm-hmm. So we see the miniature students, and I'd say they're probably like thumb sized at this point, maybe for context, like or maybe like index finger sized.
Okay.
You see them like rushing around this counter, gathering all of the ingredients that are needed to make the cake. They're getting flour, eggs, milk, sugar, salt, butter, chocolate, baking soda, and cream of tartar, which is interesting. I've never put cream of tartar in a cake before, but I did look into it and I was like, okay, it's basically like an alternative for baking powder, basically. Makes cakes fluffy, helps, make like souffles kind of fluffier sometimes.
I've had cream of tartar on many recipes and not had it at home and had to Google replacement for cream of tartar.
And as baking powder, right?
That's how I've used it, as a replacement.
Yes. So this is a sophisticated cake, basically. Like, I think they're getting the recipe from the baker himself because he's got like his cookbook out or his recipe book out, and they're just like reading through it. So they're making some real shit here, which is impressive. Again, another skill to add to these dangerous children's list of their repertoire, if you will.
I mean,
knowing how to bake a cake, all sorts of ingredients. Hopefully no poison gets in there for any enemies of the frizz one day. You never know.
Just a little more cream of tartar.
Yeah. Oh, man. So eventually, after the kids, or while the kids are getting all the ingredients gathered, the frizz does return from the auto parts shop. It's a bit earlier than they expected she would.
Uh-oh.
And she's basically just saying, like, that mechanic over there had no idea what he was talking about.
Go, girl.
Which is funny, exactly. But thankfully, DA spots her first. So she's able to stop the frizz and be like, oh, hey, you're back. Cool. You can help me with my science experiments, Miss Frizz.
Nice. Okay.
Which, of course, distracts the frizz and stalls her for a little bit longer before she goes to check on the rest of the students, and the surprise is ruined. So, and obviously the experiment, just for whatever it's worth, it's like baking soda and vinegar, classic thing, just like DA mixing different levels of it and seeing like the pressure that builds up from it and everything and like the explosions of it. So yes. Amid these experiments, DA also reminds the frizz that earlier in the day, the frizz mentioned getting new tires for the bus.
Oh,
I think she's like running out of material to keep her distracted.
So she's like, many times.
Yeah, I think exactly. Like there's only so much baking powder and sugar or baking soda and vinegar here. I was like, why can't I think of the thing? Anyways, so she's like, yeah, didn't you say something about like tires for, the school bus? I think they're talking about like the pressure builds up from the vinegar and the baking soda,
just like a
tire. Yeah. And the frizz is like, Dorothy, yes, thank you so much. I'll be right back. Let me go see if I can find some new tires at the auto shop at least.
Okay.
So yes, buying the rest of the students, a lot more time, which the other students are very grateful for. They thank DA profusely. And at this point, DA decides to get with them on the bus because she's like, all right, well, I'm done with my research. Let me go like see it in action now. Because I think you guys are ready to actually bake the cake, which is where the science really happens. So they mix together the batter for the cake, of course, using the whisks that are on top of the magic school bus. And I would also just like to note that Carlos is driving the bus at this point. Like he's fully behind the wheel and like opening the door for DA and like steering this shit.
I imagine Wanda's in the back pissed that she's not the one driving. Like
the frizz promised me I could drive it
Wanda,
first.
You like to crash it too many times.
This is true. Yes. Wanda would immediately crash it into something.
On purpose.
So, yeah. She wants to see how strong the bus is. That's her science experiment.
They're getting a repair.
Yeah. So they get everything mixed together. And as a way to do that, they have to kind of like drive through the batter itself too.
Oh, cute.
And as they're driving through the batter, the baker comes back into the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
And he's walking through and he sees this nice big bowl of batter sitting out. And he's like, oh, this looks delicious. And he takes a little taste of it like, ooh, yum, chocolate. I don't remember making this earlier, but I must have. It's been a crazy day, customers, etc. I guess I better get in the oven. So he pours it into a nice big old springform pan, pops that bad boy right in the oven, and doesn't even realize that there is a tiny miniature bus full of tiny miniature students and their tiny miniature pet lizard right inside.
Because why would he?
Why would he? Why would anyone?
Why would anyone
think such a thing? No one
would anyone.
Nope. And so the kids, they're in the bagger, so they kind of can't see what's happening.
Oh no.
But they feel what's happening.
Get a little toasty.
Get a little toasty, a little hot in here. They're like, I don't remember being this sweaty usually in the bus. It's getting a little warm in here. And Carlos, behind the wheel of the bus, our funny man, he decides to lighten the mood and says, I welcome you all now to the last ingredient, or I introduce you all now to the last ingredient in the cake recipe. Heat. We are in the oven, kids.
Death.
Death, yeah. The final step in the cake baking process. Death. By
That's a
oven.
good cake.
Yes. Hey, she literally baked herself to death making this cake.
That's how I want to go.
So the kids are panicking at this point because they are in a bus without their teacher, unsure how they're going to get out of this oven and how they can avoid getting baked to death. And Grace, it's pretty terrible because they literally all just start like screaming bloody murder.
Oh no. Like Ralphie's spiraling, I'm sure. He's not good under pressure.
Him and Arnold are not doing well. Keisha and Wanda are just like looking out like, oh wow, the cake looks cool from this angle. Yeah. And Ralphie and like Arnold are like crying, screaming bloody murder for help, asking what they're gonna do. And that's it. Like, that's all they can do, right? They like we said, why would anyone expect?
Why would anyone?
Like, no one knows that they're inside of a cake, inside of an oven, inside of a bakery.
Their permission
and their teacher is gone.
Say chemical plant.
So if they don't come home tonight, the parents are just going to go to the chemical plant and look there for them.
The bakery.
And that's going to be a crazy police investigation. A chemical plant? Could you imagine?
It always ends in a police investigation. At least halfway through. It doesn't end there, but we get there at some point. Always in this show.
But just like optically think about that for a second. A bunch of kids go missing at a chemical plant. That's really bad optics for whoever owns and runs that chemical plant. They're going to be like...
Including the bus?
Exactly. Like, we need to check all of your cisterns right now.
Yeah, we're
draining before bones disintegrate.
Yeah, we're on a timeline. We're on a timeline.
That's yikes. The Frizz is starting some dangerous rumors around this town.
Yeah, she's leaving this town.
And she's going to a new middle school, not in Walkerville Elementary, and I don't know,
in Runnerville
Elementary. Runnerville Elementary. Crawlerville, something. I don't know. She's just hopping town.
Out of there.
That's on the next season of the Magic School Bus. New cast. So yes, the kids are inside of this bus in the oven, panicking. But as they're panicking, they do see a strange figure walking through the cake as it's baking and walking towards the Magic School Bus.
In the cake, like in the oven, not out
in the oven. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, in the oven, inside of the cake. Yes. And the figure, it's covered in a head to toe, speaking of chemical plant, like an industrial grade, like hazmat or like heat resistant suit.
Great.
And the figure, it's walking closer and closer to the Magic School Bus until it eventually reaches the door of the bus. Liz runs down to open up the door, and in walks in through a cloud of steam and chocolate, of course, the Frizz. She takes off like the helmet or whatever, and she's like, it's a toasty, or it's like a hot one out there.
In the oven.
It's the Frizz.
She snapped her finger.
We could speculate wildly about the Frizz until the end of time.
You're right.
I don't think she ever went to the auto shop. I think she knows her students are trying to surprise her. She knows that they're making her a cake. She's been in the oven the whole time. She knew. She was in the oven before they were in the oven because she knew they would be there any minute.
Preheated it for them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the baker's like, I don't remember turning the oven on either.
Yeah.
Who did that? You see the Frizz just like on her jetpack hovering, like waiting for him to open it. Yeah.
Zips right in.
Yes. And so, yes, they're saved. The Frizz is there. And she looks at Liz and says, Liz, why did you forget to turn on the Magic School Bus's heat shield?
Liz? Liz?
I think Liz is a little sadistic. Something's going on there.
Liz? We know
Liz
about Liz.
wanted to
Liz
see the
crazy.
students die. Yeah. Because Liz just kind of slapped like face palms, like, oh,
yeah.
duh, yeah. Why did I forget to
Sorry,
do that?
everyone.
Such a good point, Valerie. Oh, my
Silly me.
oopsie, silly me. I'm just a stupid little reptile. What do I know? What do I know? And so actually, yeah, because Liz actually probably liked the heat a lot
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna
So
say
she
she's
was like, no,
cold-blooded.
it feels fine in here. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
We don't need a heat
She's like, I
shield.
was actually pretty cold before. I'm pretty comfy
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So the frizz presses a couple of buttons, it activates this heat shield, and then immediately the bus temperature regulates, and it's much more suitable for like life, basically, like for living and surviving and not dying.
Important.
And now the students can kind of sit back and watch the show with the frizz as the batter turns from a liquidy sort of mixture into a solid baked cake. And once it's done, the frizz takes a nice big whiff of the delicious chocolatey cake smell that's coming all into the bus now. And she just says, whoever the baker's customer is will surely be happy to enjoy this cake. They are in for some good luck. That baker's doing a great job. I think she's really leaning into it like, hey, whoever this cake is for, it's gonna be good. Who's eating this cake, kids? Kids, who's eating the cake? Think about it. Think about the next step here. Exactly. And at this point, the kids do kind of get jolted to reality. Like, we can't, I think Arnold says, like, how can we have our cake and be eaten too?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very
well done,
good.
Arnold. Well done.
I like it.
Because, yeah, they're like, oh shit, the person or people eating this cake are us.
Yeah.
Who are inside of the cake.
Cake.
Wait,
we have to eat our way out.
We need to get out of this cake.
Yeah. Hold on now.
So the only problem about getting out of the cake is that the school bus is kind of starting to act on the fritz a little bit again.
Right. It was already
I don't
broken.
know if it's got like cake batter clogged up in its exhaust or something, but it's not able to jet out of the cake right now. It's just kind of immobile. So DA, calling back to her knowledge of baking soda and vinegar and the experiments that her and the frizz were doing earlier, she realizes that she can create enough pressure to lift the bus out.
Hell yeah, she's making a rocket.
Cake. Exactly. She gets a bottle from somewhere. It's like a pretty big bottle too. It's like as big as they are, I think. So I mean, small to a regular size thing, but like to them being miniature, it's big. And she puts in a bit of baking soda and vinegar and shakes that thing, closes it tight and shakes that thing up. And then I guess they like strap it to the outside of the bus or something like that. And eventually the cap bursts off of it and it does create, yes, it's like a rocket effect of sorts where it creates enough pressurized gas for them to then burst out of this cake. Thankfully, right as the baker is pulling it out of the oven.
Okay.
And so it literally busts out of the cake. And the baker sees this at this point now. Okay. He sees it and he thinks it's a moth still. So he's like, get the fuck out of my kitchen. What the hell? Get out of here in his Dom DeLuise voice. Love it.
Oh, perfect.
He's like shooing them away. And the gang is able to safely fly away and make their way back to the school.
Amazing.
So back in the classroom, they basically pick up right where they left off. Getting back to throwing the frizz that surprise birthday party. Yes. So the frizz walks in. Being sad. Yeah.
That's where they left off.
Nix that part out.
How do we get the cake now?
Right. Which, yeah, is still not totally clear to me, but we'll see here in a second. Okay, we're coming to the very end here. Yeah. The frizz, she walks into the classroom and she's very excited to tell the students that she was able to figure out the problem with the bus and that she's able now to make the necessary repairs. But before she can explain all of that to the students, they jump out from behind their desks and from out of the classroom closets and everything and yell a big old surprise for her. You know, we've got streamers falling down. They've got balloons everywhere. There's kazoos and party hats and all the good things that you need for a surprise party. Most importantly of all, the big finale, a beautiful cake. And it is beautiful. It's like 3 layers. It's got like icing that's decorated like ribbons on it, and it's very smoothly iced, maybe some fondant. I don't know. It's beautiful, though. And the Frizz is so taken aback by all this. She's like, oh my God. So I will say, either she is legitimately surprised or she's a fucking good actress because, which honestly, I wouldn't
50,
put it,
50.
yeah, I wouldn't put it past her. Yeah. Or maybe she thought that like she was in on the original surprise, but maybe she thought the kids gave up on it after the whole
Or
cake
that was just going to be like a single, simple little box cake.
Yeah.
It was like, this is a lot nicer than she thought, maybe.
Yes, it is for sure. And I think all the decorations of it all too. She's like, oh my God, like almost tearing up, it sounds like, at how wonderful the gesture is by her students and them like remembering all of her favorite things, like her favorite, flavor of cake, basically. And so the kids explain that they got the cake from the bakery that they went to earlier. And the baker gave it to them for free, actually, because he said there was something wrong with it. Something about like a moth or something like that.
They still sold it.
Big red flags.
Get that health inspector in here.
Flags.
Exactly. Right now.
And that is my unwritten theory that this is actually an enemy, again, of the Frizz. She tried to get a cake from this guy years ago, but he was like, I'm too busy. I can't make it. And his Dom DeLuise voice, I'm just going to keep saying. But yeah, and so she's pissed and she's like, oh, I'm going to get this guy shut down. And she's going to show the health inspector that she has a cake that literally has like the shape of the bus with wings like imprinted in it. When they cut a piece off, it's like a hole in the middle of the bus. I would just show that to the health inspector. Exactly. Like take pictures of it, wrap plastic wrap around it to preserve it and everything. Like, oh, his bakery is getting shut down tomorrow.
I'm shut down tomorrow
and heavily fined.
Yes,
might I add.
amazing.
But yes, the Frizz, she's happy to get this cake. They cut right on into it. And as she's getting ready to take a bite of it, she tells her students, as I always say, chemistry. It's a piece of cake. Which is a lie, by the way. Chemistry
is hard as hell to make a good cake.
Yeah. And yes, it is hard as hell to make a good cake, too. But just like the subject of chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here. And a piece of cake. Not. Good Lord.
Maybe for UNDA.
Yeah, according to her research. And yeah, so that is the end of like the main part of the episode. But then we get the Ask the Producer segment. Which in this case, it's actually Ask the Baker, because haven't gotten enough of Dom DeLuise yet.
When they get a star in there.
You got to bring them back, exactly. Give us a good line read at the end here, Dom. Send us out. And so in this segment, we see a local kid walking into the bakery, and he looks around and he's like, is this the bakery where they filmed that episode of the Magic School Bus? And the baker is like, yes, of course. And he's like bragging about his role and performance in that episode. Like, yeah, I was nominated for like a Frizz award or something like that. Basically, like, no big deal. Toss. And the kid then bets the baker that the baker will give him a donut if he, the kid, can tell the baker some crucial information that was missing from that episode of the show.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the baker's like, okay, deal. Like, yeah, let's do it. Our science was ironclad this week. Okay. Nothing that you can call us out for here. And so every time that the kid opens his mouth to tell the baker what this crucial detail that was missing was, the baker cuts him off because he's like, well, no. Let me guess. Was it this? Was it that salt actually doesn't look like that microscopically? Or was it that sugar isn't like that microscopically? Or that you shouldn't use an oven without an adult or something like that? The usual little gems of information they give us. Exactly. And at the end, the kid, he's racked up about a dozen free donuts because the baker gives him a free one every time. The kid's like, nope, not that. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Waiting to just tell him what the one piece of information was. He does. He straight up gets a whole dozen.
Hell yeah.
And eventually, seeing that the baker has now lost a lot of money to this random child, he gives in and he gives up and tells the kid, fine, what is it? What could I possibly be forgetting? What did we leave out of this episode? And the kid, taking his bag of a dozen donuts, just kind of smirks, grins, smug as hell, turns around, makes his way towards the door, looks back at the baker before walking out and says, you never said how old Miss Frizzle is.
Oh,
The end.
And we'll never know.
We'll never know. We'll never know because she's a witch and she's ageless.
She's ageless. Wow.
But I also just thought that was so cute too, because it didn't really strike me. But then in the end, I was like, wait, yeah, fuck, how old is Miss Frizzle?
We never said.
Good question.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And that is the end. Happy birthday, Miss Frizzle, but most and more importantly, happy birthday, Grace and Alexis.
Yes, happy birthday, Grace and Alexis.
Yes.
Wow, that was so fun. I do have 2 personal questions as a follow-up.
I don't know if I have answers, but I'm here to
listen.
What
is your preferred cake flavor on your birthday? What's your perfect birthday
on
cake?
My birthday?
Yeah, on your birthday.
Well, I guess just my favorite cake. It's a very, very, very close toss-up between carrot cake and red velvet. I love carrot cake, though. I've made a couple of carrot cakes, and they've turned out very good. I've never made red velvet, so
seems fun.
I guess carrot cake for that reason. What about you?
This one is controversial.
Yes.
I'll say it up front. Is it a cake? Is it not a cake? The world may never know. I love an ice cream cake.
It's a cake. Something the world may never know. Yeah,
I love
a
Reese's ice cream cake.
Wow. Yeah, that or Oreo. I'm done. I'm out. I'm happy for life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I guess basically we're gonna have carrot cake, red velvet cake, Oreo cake, and Reese's
Reese's ice cream cake. Yeah. Done, cool. done, and done.
Yes.
Amazing. My next question.
Yes.
It could be a combination of either which would you rather have or which one is worse. As soon as you were like, these kids shrunk down, they're running around making this cake, all I could think of was Ratatouille, right?
Yeah.
Which one's worse to walk into? The rats baking a cake or shrunken down humans baking a cake? Please debate.
The floor is open. Please debate. You have 2 minutes to make your opening argument.
And go, stopwatch.
Oh, man.
Viewers, listeners, tell us in the comments.
Every fiber of my being wants to say that I'd prefer to see the rats, but it sounds so gross and crazy. But if I see miniature children, I'm automatically thinking child abuse and just like that something really bad has happened here.
Yeah.
Like people, first of all, no one becomes miniature for any good reason or any safe reason.
No,
let alone children.
Exactly.
Let alone children. Yeah, because I feel like that it raises more questions. If it's miniature children, like, is it more sanitary? Maybe, but not really even. Like, there's a bus
is driving through my batter.
Yeah, which is fucking gross.
Yeah.
And, like, it was there when they took it out of the oven, too. So, like, even though it baked in, you could say, like, oh, the bacteria cooked off or whatever. Like, no, it was still driving in there, man. I don't know.
Right through.
So, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I guess, just because... Rats are grosser, but miniature children is way more concerning.
Yeah.
And only slightly less gross.
Yes.
So I guess I'm going to have to go with the Ratatouille situation. That would be my preference. And no matter how gross it sounds, I understand. I could see someone very easily saying the other one, though.
Yeah.
What about
I know. It's a hot question. I was thinking about this whole time.
I was like, how long has that been on Grace's mind? She's not even listening to the episode because she's weighing it the whole time. Like,
the second you said they started making, the second they were like running across the counter making a cake, I said, this is Ratatouille.
Yes. And I wanted to just like keep it straightforward here, but we do see the baker witnesses a lot of this too. Like he's busy multitasking, but he like turns around at one point and just sees like sugar firing into a bowl. Like almost looks like a hose.
What is wrong with me?
He's just like, what the fuck? He's like calling animal control or like pest control.
He's wondering if he has a Ratatouille situation.
Yeah.
Before Ratatouille gave us the context for a Ratatouille situation, even more concerning.
So,
wow.
So putting myself in his position, I'd be pretty fucking terrified to see miniature children.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing that too. I guess he doesn't see them as kids, but he sees something miniature cooking, like ghosts or something cooking his food. And
Great.
Not a happy birthday for him. If it is his birthday.
No, certainly not.
Because his bakery's getting shut down. So
yeah, first shut that shit down. Wow, great work.
Thank you. Great questions too. Great follow-up. A lot to think about. That gives me a lot to think about this weekend. Which one would I prefer, or which one would I be more grossed out by? Let us know in the comments what you think. Which one you think is grosser, or what you would prefer. But yes, on that note, that ends not just our winter arc, our December arc, all of our holiday arcs, but our 2025 arc, our year arc. Just like that. Ended it on a bang with the frizz.
Literally a bang. There were some explosions. Thanks to DA.
Thank you, DA. Another lesson that these students now know: how to make a bomb.
I know. Rocket fuel.
Basically.
Making rockets. Making a bomb. Yeah.
So their resume continues to grow.
Continues to grow and flourish. Wow.
Yes. Great. And it's been a great year here on Saturday Morning Mysteries. We're very excited for next year. You guys have plenty of time now to catch up on old episodes, to tell all the people we've recommended this podcast to. All of them. But into every single one of them, go back through every single episode, find someone. Probably 50 or so of them or whatever from this year. Let us know, let them know, But until February, when we return with a new show that we've got to brainstorm, we got to figure out what we want to do. Or actually, before I say that, if you have any ideas before January, if you're listening to this, then before January, or before like halfway through January, send us some recommendations on shows. We might have already decided by then what we're going to do, but like, if you get us early enough in January or late December with a good recommendation, maybe that'll be our first show next year. Or maybe it'll be our second show if you don't get it to us until
at the very least,
January or February.
Making it on the list.
Exactly. We've got 4 different show arcs that we do every year before we hit the holidays. So if you're lucky, maybe, or if we find enough of like a crime, mystery, action, adventure component in it, then hey, we'll cover it on here and we'll make a bunch of jokes and have funny commentary on it. So
perfect. Yes.
So on that note, until we bring it all back in February of next year, Grace, who should they tell about this podcast?
I think you got to tell a cake decorator. I think we've maybe done a baker before. I can't remember. Maybe we didn't. But either way, a cake decorator.
Yeah.
They do some fine work out there. And maybe have them send Alexis and I a cake. I don't know. Crazy idea.
Yeah, hey, who knows? It's not like our birthdays are coming up.
Or anything crazy.
What? Actually, I just realized your birthday is already passed as of this episode coming out.
Always like right in between our two.
Yeah. Okay. So, a belated birthday cake for Grace. Exactly. It's the least they can do.
God,
that baker. Good Lord. Yeah.
And after that, who else should our listeners and viewers tell about on this episode?
I don't remember us doing a baker before or a cake baker. I know, because that's what I was going to say. And then you said that and I was like,
we didn't. I don't think we've done a baker.
If we have, though, then I'll name drop a particular baker. Tell Duff Goldman. From Ace of Cakes, mostly because if anyone's going to give me a free cake, it could be him because he's in Baltimore and I'm in DC, so that's not that far.
True.
Duff Goldman, Charm City Cakes, give me a cake. I've been watching your show since I was so little.
Give this woman a cake. Give this woman a cake.
What else could I ask
Come on.
for? Please, I've done so good. I've been such a good kid.
Amazing. Wow, great.
Yes. Wonderful. And until next year.
Till next year. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Saturday Morning Mysteries.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share, rate, review, leave us a like, and drop a comment. We post episodes every Saturday and bonus tune tangents whenever we feel like it. So please subscribe so you don't miss the shenanigans.
And if you want to follow us on YouTube, click the bell under the YouTube subscribe button to receive notifications when new videos are posted.
And if you want to subscribe to the podcast, we have no idea what you're listening to us on, so just hit the big subscribe button on whatever app you're using. We believe in you.
Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at SatmornMist, all the abreves, and let us know if you have any episode or show requests by emailing SaturdayMorningMysteries@gmail.com.
Thanks to Jenna Kendall for the logo design and to Ava Sakiki for the music used during this week's episode.
See y'all groovy kids next week on Saturday Morning Mysteries.